Today we're going to the Sonoran National Monument and the top of Tabletop Mountain, hidden gems in southern Arizona. If you're here just for the crawling, jump to 4 minutes 15 seconds. Should get some pretty awesome views from the top, and that's what we are going to do today. If we can ever get to this trailhead, this is the never-ending dirt road. Just nothing but dirt and washes. This is terrible. So I'm imagining there's not going to be a whole lot of foot traffic when I get here. Out here, I mean, it took an hour and 15 minutes off the pavement to go roughly 13 miles through this full-blown desert. I mean, it was just a single lane wide. Dirt, sand, trail, boulders, rocks. I hung up my frame multiple times, and I've got a four-wheel drive truck, so without that, you're likely not getting back here. Not a Razor, four-wheel drive truck, or a horse, or just old-fashioned way of on foot. So here's the interesting thing is that we're already several hours into an adventure and are just now technically at the trailhead. So this is turned out to be more than I expected, but it's awesome so far, and it's only going to get better. I can't imagine what the view is going to be like from the top. Section here is more of a plateau. It's kind of like the footstep before actually starting up the actual mountain itself, and it is really, really rocky. While these views speak for themselves, this camera does not do this even close to the justice it deserves. If you are somebody that is into hiking, into backpacking, this is not too extreme of a trail. It does take a workout. It's going to make you sweat. It's going to get your heart rate elevated. That's for sure. You're going to probably want to take some breaks along the way, and it does take several hours, depending on what speed you walk at, to make it up these trails, but they're very well maintained to get you to such a high elevation. Really cool. And once you get up on top, it's this plateau that is just a dense desert version of a forest. It's really quite incredible. I've not seen anything like it anywhere else on the planet. So one thing that many of you might have noticed is that up on the top here, basically all of these saguaro cactuses have no limbs. And there's a lot of misinformation surrounding saguaro cactuses and their production of their limbs. It is not a limb for every 100 years or these wives' tales that have been handed down. The only data that is really known about these is that it takes roughly 50 to 75 years for it to sprout its first limb, and at 100 years they will have multiple. At 200 they're likely to have many, and the limbs are important because they help it to hold more water. But what this tells me is that these cactus are all quite young. Well, now that we're back down to the truck, what Sonoran Scale Studio video would be complete without some RC action? The TRX4 Sport tagged along for the ride, and it chilled in the back seat while I took on the mountain. Now I've got about 20 minutes before dark. We've got the headlights turned on this thing, and it's tackling this dried up creek bed with these awesome eroded wash rocks. Sometimes you need to add a little bit of heat to the rubber. And once it's heated up, it's no question that that traction goes through the roof. Anyways, guys, this area, if this is your thing, again I say, come and check it out. Just pack a bunch of food, a cooler full, pack some water, make a day of it, bring your sense of adventure, and really, I don't think you can go wrong here. Just plan it out accordingly. Know that it is very remote, very poor cell service once you are back in here, and it's going to be difficult to get help if you need it. So make sure that you do plan accordingly, but I would not let any of those things keep me from experiencing something like this at least once in my life. If you are in this southern Arizona area, make sure to check it out. Tabletop Mountain, Sonoran National Monument. Thanks for tuning in. As always, make sure to like and subscribe before you leave, and click on one of the other videos that you see here. Until next time, take care, guys.